With just 2 weeks to go until the beginning of the Paralympics, details have been revealed of the torch relay. Unlike the Olympic flame, which was lit in Greece, the Paralympic torch will be created from 4 national flames. Groups of scouts will climb the highest peaks of each of the UK's home nations and light a flame from sparking metal against rock. Each flame will then be placed in a miner's lantern and be transferred to that nation's capital city for a day of celebrations. The 4 national flames will then come together at Stoke Mandeville Hospital, the spiritual home of the Paralympics, on August the 28th. From there, the flame will make a 24-hour overnight journey to London for the opening ceremony. I'm going to run with the torch myself. With preparations for the Paralympics well underway and the sales of tickets breaking records, Channel 4 News has learned that a spectator in a wheelchair has been told she must sit apart from her 2 young children. There is growing concern that, despite promises that these would be the most accessible games ever, not enough has been done to provide space for wheelchairs. Joining us from Milton Keynes is Melissa Chapin, who has been told she cannot sit with her children in the stadium. Melissa Chapin, how many children do you have?
I've got 2 children. They're twins, they're 8 years old, a boy and a girl.
And you wanted to be able to sit with them in the wheelchair area or have the wheelchair up in the main area?
I just wanted to be together with them, whatever is best. The problem is that the wheelchairs are completely segregated in some instances from the rest of the general public. So not only can I not sit with my children, but other people can't sit with their spouses, and people can't sit with their brothers and sisters, and you know, your friends. You're missing out on a lot of the social aspect that comes with the community that comes with the Olympic Games.
Have you remonstrated with them? Have you challenged them?
Remonstration is, I wouldn't say remonstration, no, because it's not Locog's fault. Sorry, the organisers of the Olympic Games, it's not their fault. Nobody, I've only been in the wheelchair for 3 years, and it's been a steep learning curve for me. There's a lot of things that I didn't realise happen, and ways you need to live your life once you're in a chair. And unless you ask a disabled person these questions, you're not going to know. And I feel like Locog is just going through the same thing that, like, what I went through 3 years ago. We found out, you know.
Forgive me interrupting, but I mean, I know that there
Sure.
genuinely has been an aspiration to make these the most accessible games of all time. But you can see that there must be a terrific difficulty in transforming the stadium, which was obviously built essentially for the Olympics, into a situation which the very many people who may want to access it by wheelchair in the Paralympics can do so. You can see the difficulty, can't you?
Not really, honestly, because 20% of any given audience will be disabled in some way, shape or form. It's very simple, basically, to create a seating arrangement, like similar to the one that wheelchair users use on trains, where you have the back of a chair that the wheelchair can back up against to sit against. And then if the wheelchair user is not using the space, there's a seat that comes down so a non-disabled person can use it. If every seat was accessible to every person, and if people, you know, if my wheelchair wasn't in the way of other of walking people, for example, it wouldn't matter. We wouldn't have to have a section for wheelchair users and a section for non-disabled people.
Melissa, what we've got, here's an idea. You let us know how you get on, and we'll try to follow what happens to you, and we'll report at the end of it all. So thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Okay.
All the very best.
Oh, we'll talk to you again. Thank you.
Bye.